contributions to the entertainment business with a star on Hollywood Boulevard. You see the great and the near great here. Most of the names you recognize. And here, just outside Grumman's Chinese Theater, there's a new star in the sidewalk, one that was put in just last year. A star that belongs to the man who has the most listened to radio program in the world, Kasem.
Hello again, and welcome to American Top 40. My name's Kasem, and we're about...
You may not know the face very well, but you certainly know the voice, because his voice is everywhere. For the past 20 years, you've heard him count down the hits on his radio show, American Top 40. For 3 years, he was the voice of NBC.
Heinz Ketchup.
He's also narrated literally thousands of commercials, from Ford cars to Kraft cheese. In fact, you've even heard him on Saturday morning.
Pick up your line, and we are rolling. Take one. Give me the line feed.
Scoob, it's up to you to follow their trail.
He's been called the most listened to voice in America. By any standard, Kasem is a voiceover superstar.
You've got one of the most unique voices in the business. Almost everybody can pick out Kasey's voice. When you hear your own voice now, do you like it, or would you rather be bosso profundo?
If I played for you what I sounded like on the radio as a disc jockey when I was the #1 disc jockey in Detroit, you would never think that I had a career in radio.
Hello there, Casey at the mic on WBNRI. Around for the next 4 hours with swinging sounds with a little girl about an...
Do you recognize the voice? Well, these are some of Kasey's old tapes. To say the least, times have changed.
Happy they tell me you went to a different kind of school, is that right?
Oh, no!
No, I understand that.
I listen to that and I say, why did they keep me? I think I know why, though. I worked hard, and what I lacked in talent, what I lacked in experience, I tried to make up for with hard work.
From Hollywood, it's America's #1 pop music show.
Kasey's hard work has paid off, to the point where today he's expanded his top 40 into a hit television show, America's Top 10.
It's by a woman who's taught big stars like David Bowie and Bette Midler how to move on stage. Her name is Toni Basil. Toni was born in Philadelphia. Her mother...
The key to both of these programs is known as the bio tease, where Kasey simply talks about the artist. Ironically, the idea for this bio tease wasn't even his. When he was the #1 disc jockey in San Francisco, his program manager changed the format of the show.
Spotlight this week, here's Toni Basil with Mickey.
So what do you want me to do? I said, I'm #1. What do you want me to do? He said, tell you what, he said, why don't you just talk about the artists? I said, what does that mean? That night, 3 hours later, I walked in and wedged in the door of the studio while Emperor Hudson, Bob Hudson, was on the air, was a big trash barrel. And on top of all of the news copy that they'd thrown out for the day, looking right at me, I couldn't have missed it, was Who's Who in Popular Music 1962. Now, I'd walked into that studio if I hadn't seen that, and I would have just been giving time and temperature. I picked it up, and that's how American Top 40 was created.
When I get that feeling, I want such a feeling.
Marvin Gaye, and our thanks to Marvin for spending the time with us. Up next in our...
While Kasey is best known for his radio and television work, his first goal was acting. He built his voice range and flair for drama in early dramatic radio serials. Since then, he's gone on to everything from Quincy to playing the voice of Shaggy in the Hanna-Barbera cartoon Scooby-Doo.
Come on, Scoob, we're only...
5 stories up!
Like hurry, Scoob?
We don't want to... No, not the gun!
Gee, thanks. This ladder's just what I needed.
Like anything for a fail. Good thing.
These ladders can hold a lot of weight. Zoinks! But not that much weight.
How do you keep a straight face when you do this stuff?
Well, you know, you're so much, you really believe you're a dog or you're an animal of some sort, or you're this character Shaggy who You really get into it, and it's just total concentration.
Well, look, though, you slip in and out of these different characters. Take a line like, voices are pictures for the mind, okay?
Right.
Okay. And suppose you have to do that as a cartoon character wouldn't say that, but suppose you had to do that
Oh, as a
Shaggy
cartoon?
was,
Okay. Scoob, voices are pictures of the mind. What do you think of that, huh? I don't know what I said.
And suppose it were
Okay. Now we're doing a commercial for Kodak.
Ford commercial.
Or Ford,
Kodak,
okay.
yeah, something like that.
Voices are pictures of the mind. And then...
Makes me want to go out and buy one.
Well,
I feel like I could drive it away.
how about Robin of Batman?
How
and
would
Robin?
Robin say it?
Okay. Let's see.
Well, I could set it up for you.
Okay.
Tell us, Robin, what are voices?
Holy hallucinations, Batman. Voices are pictures of the mind.
Well, I don't know about my Batman impersonation, but Robin was pretty good. Yes, as if there's not enough already, Casey plays Robin on Super Friends.
Casey, I think by any standard, you're a big star now. Yet you continue to drive yourself. Why?
I think that what I've managed to do, certainly more recently, is to find time to be with the important people in my life and to share in the things that we love to do together.
Perhaps the most important person in Casey's life is his wife, Jean.
Darling, you know, it's getting to the point where everybody that you know seems to be your enemy, and it's not really the case.
Why don't you ask Ludwig what to do?
Together, they've built more than just a home. They help and nurture each other's careers. The day we were there, Casey was helping Jean with some lines from an Arthur Miller play.
I give, and I give, and I don't get anything.
Well, that wraps up our show for this week. Next week, you'll see our exclusive countdown of the 10...
Every week, Casey signs off American Top 40 with
Till then.
Keep Your Feet on the Ground and Keep Reaching for the Stars. Well, Casey found his star through unique, inimitable style. A style that made him the most listened to man in America. We'll be back in a minute.